In this video tutorial, I will show you and give you tips on what to do on your interview. First, make some preparations. Prepare and double check your computer if it's working well, like your laptop or PC. Check your internet connection. Make sure you're online and do a speed test if you still have time. Go to www.speedtest.net. Check your headset. Adjust the microphone and audio volume. Focus your camera for your video interview. Make sure you have a quiet room with no noise interruptions or disturbances. Open and make your resume or curriculum vitae soft copy ready and handy on your PC or laptop. Open your notepad for taking notes. Make Google ready for some vocabularies and researches you might need during the interview. So, if the interviewer asks you some questions or elaborate your work, experiences, or any other information about yourself, you will have readily reference using your resume. Makes sense, right? Second, do some research about the company ahead of time. Figure out the goals of the business or the organization and the direction in which it's heading. Know their products or services. Know your interviewer's name and some details about that person's role in the company. This can help you have a more conversational dialogue during your interview. In this way, the interviewer would form a more positive and good impression on you. Third, anticipate and practice your answers to common interview questions. Familiarize yourself with questions like, what do you know about the company? Why are you a good fit for the company? What do you bring to a team? Describe a time when you overcame a challenge at work. Fourth, come up with a good strength and weakness. What is your most difficult work-related challenge? What is your biggest strength? What is your biggest weakness? These are just some of the most commonly asked interview questions, so be prepared and anticipate the answers to these questions. Be prepared. After all, practice makes perfect. Fifth, ask some good questions of your own. Interviewers will often ask if you have questions during or mostly after the interview. So, prepare a line of questions in advance in your PC or laptop, like in a Word or Notepad, since this is just an online interview. Asking a question shows you are engaged in the conversation, so come up with a list of questions to ask so you are prepared. Good questions might include, what's the time schedule? Will this be morning shift or night shift? Are there any rotating shifts? Do we have work on weekends? Where do you get your leads? Will you provide paid trainings? Or will you provide calling scripts? These are just common questions you can ask your interviewer since this is an online interview. So Ask everything that comes out of your head before agreeing to your contract. The compensation rate is a bit unethical to ask, but it's your prerogative to make clarifications if it's an hourly or a per contract basis. Read carefully your contract, like the terms and conditions, before accepting and finalizing the offer. 6. Dress up properly. Even if your interview is just online, make sure you look presentable. Be on casual attire and look fresh and decent on the camera. Usually, interviewers use Skype for the interview, so look professional and feel confident. 7. Be on time always. Nothing looks worse than appearing on a job interview late, especially if it's just online and you're just at home. It's a big no-no and a big turn-off for the interviewer. You're just showing signs of irresponsibility with time. Be early, like maybe 5 minutes before the agreed time, and message the interviewer in advance so he or she will be informed that you are early and ready to rock and roll. 8. Be yourself. You likely feel nervous and want to perform your best. It's a scary situation, no doubt about it, especially if it's your first time being interviewed online. But don't worry, just be composed, be calm and stay sharp, and listen carefully to every question. After all, this is just an online interview, so your gestures and hand signals are not noticeable. Also, they won't see you are nervous. After all, there's a very big difference between a face-to-face interview compared to just an online interview. It's definitely much easier. You bet. Number 9, think before you speak. Another common mistake in an interview is talking too much and too quickly. When you're asked a question, you don't need to have an immediate answer. In fact, it can be a turn off for an interviewer to feel as if you've given no thought whatsoever to a complicated question. That's what I call reckless. 10. Be willing to do what it takes. Meaning, your go-to answer in a job interview should be a yes. Like, are you willing to work nights and weekends? Yes. Are you comfortable taking on multiple clients? Say yes. Do you have experience working in a high-paced environment? Yes. Please do not complain. Number 11, sell yourself. Stay calm and relaxed. Listen carefully. Pay close attention and stay sharp always. Speak fluently, clearly, and in detail. Answer honestly the best way you can. One little secret I can share you, show a good sense of humor during the interview. Once in a while, crack some punchlines. It helps, you bet. Take notes. Use your notepad. Remember important details and never ever trust your memory. Number 12, make a follow-up. Wait and be patient. Check your email for updates on a daily basis. Follow up with an interviewer through Skype or chat for any updates. Email your interviewer and send a follow-up email. Stay positive. Keep on applying. Just be consistent. Let's do a recap. First, make preparations. Turn on your computer. Check if it's working well, your internet connection, your headset. Focus your camera. Make sure you have a quiet room. Second, do some research about the company ahead of time. Know the company's nature of business and the name of interviewer. Third, anticipate and practice your answers to common interview questions. Familiarize yourself with questions about the company. Fourth, come up with a good strength and weakness. Challenges, like what are your weaknesses and strengths. Fifth, bring some good questions of your own. Mostly, this happens after the interview. It also helps make a good impression. Show you are engaged in the conversation. Sixth, dress up properly and look presentable, neat and fresh. 7, be on time. It always pays to be early, so be on time and inform your interviewer 5 minutes before that you are online. 8, be yourself. Stay calm and relaxed. Be composed and be honest with your answers. 9, think before you speak. Don't talk much and quickly. Do not be reckless. 10, be willing to do what it takes. Stop being choosy with schedules, with time, with work on weekends. Don't complain. Always answer yes. Number 11, sell yourself. Speak clearly, honestly, and a little secret, crack some good sense of humor. Then make a follow-up. Email, chat, and be honest. Just be consistent in sending applications. After all, there are lots of fishes in the ocean, so don't despair. As the saying goes, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come by Dwayne Johnson. I hope you learned something from this video tutorial and be prepared on your upcoming interview. I'll see you then on the next video and good luck. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to email us at ascensouniversidad@gmail.com and we'll be very glad to answer all the questions you have in mind. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.